Hello and welcome. Today we'll be going through a short yoga flow suitable for all levels, and you don't need any equipment. So let's get started by coming into child's pose. If you come onto your knees, bring your knees slightly wider than the hips, join the big toes, and then just start to allow your body to fold forward. Now, particularly if we're practicing in the morning, the body might still feel a little bit tight, so feel free to support your weight with your forearms, or some of you might feel comfortable coming down, forehead resting onto the hands, or even forehead to the floor and extending those arms out in front of you. Now let's just take a moment to connect in with our breath. So nice full deep breath in through the nose. And a lovely slow breath out through the nose. 2 more rounds of breath like that, breathing in. And breathing out. And 1 more round together, breathing in. Breathing out. And you can let that breath settle into its own natural pattern now, just allowing the air to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. And as we move through this flow today, feel free to skip anything that doesn't work for you. And this is just an opportunity to settle ourselves and bring the awareness and attention back into the body. So on your next inhale, you'll come forward into an all fours tabletop position, knees underneath the hips, shoulders above the wrists. And then drop the belly, pull the heart forward, lift the chin. And as you exhale, you can round through the spine, bringing your chin to the chest. And let's do 2 more cat-cows like that. So inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart forward, lift the chin. Exhale, round through the back. Really working through any tension or tightness in the back body. Last one. Inhale, pull that heart forward. Press firmly into your fingertips. Exhale, round through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. And this time with an inhale, you can bring that spine back into neutral. Now working in a little shoulder stretch here, left hand plants down, right arm reaches up. Maybe you look up towards that right thumb. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left. And we'll do 2 more like that. So inhale, press away with the left hand, reach the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, take it underneath the body. And last one, inhale as we reach and stretch. Exhale, take that arm underneath. Maybe you can relax down onto the shoulder and the side of the face here. Now, left hand can stay in front of the face. It could extend forward to the front of the mat. Or you could try wrapping that left arm just behind the back here. Couple more breaths, breathing in. Breathing out, just finding a little space in that right shoulder. I like to keep pressing that right arm nice and firmly down into the mat. 1 more breath in where you are. Exhale, left hand returns back in front of the face. Inhale, press into that palm, reach that right arm to the sky. And then exhale, tabletop, right hand finds the mat. Let's switch side. Left arm reaches up with your inhale. Exhale, thread that arm underneath the body. Let's go for 2 more like that. Inhale, reaching, lifting up, look towards the thumb. Exhale, take it underneath the body. And last one. Inhale as we reach and lift. Exhale, take it under the body. Relax down onto the shoulder, onto the side of your face. You can stay there, or right arm can reach forward. Or you could wrap that right hand behind your back. Maybe see if you can shift those hips just slightly to the left here. And keep pressing that left arm nice and firmly into the mat. Good, 1 more breath in where you are. As you exhale, right hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, press into that hand, lift the left arm up high. exhale, left hand finds the floor. We're back in our tabletop here. Now starting to find a little bit of engagement through the core. So right leg will extend back behind us, flex through the foot, point all 5 toes down to the floor. And you can stay with both hands on the ground, or you can try extending your left arm forward. Feeling that lovely long line as the right heel pulls back and the left arm reaches forward. Take one more breath in where you are. And as you exhale, see if you can bring that elbow and knee underneath the body. Let's go for 2 more like that. So inhale, extending out, and exhale, squeezing in. And one more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bring it together. Good. We'll extend as we inhale. Exhale, hand and knee back down to the mat. Let's switch sides. Left leg is extending back behind us. Drive the heel back, press into the hands. If it's too much on the hands, another option would be to lower onto forearms. So from there, maybe you can extend your right arm forward. Find that breath, find that steadiness. The gaze is just down to the floor. Find a spot on your mat, keep the eyes focused there. Take one more breath in, pull those limbs apart. Exhale, elbow and knee underneath the body. 2 to go. Inhale, we extend out. And exhale, bring it together. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale to squeeze. And just a half around here. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, hand and knee back down to the mat. Good. Now from there, try pressing into the hands, tucking the toes, lift the hips up and back. Find your first downward facing dog. And if you're feeling like this is a little much in the upper body today, drop the knees, come back to your child's pose. Lovely option to take instead. So those of you in downward dog, maybe you take a little movement, shifting the hips from side to side or gently pedaling out the feet. And every yoga pose we come into, it's really an exploration. It's an opportunity to be curious about what we feel and experience in our body. So rather than there being a right or wrong way to practice, can we just be present to what we feel and what we experience in the present moment? Now from your downward dog, let's find plank. So inhale, shoulders over the wrists, make a nice straight line with your body. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can always work from table to down to child's pose instead here. So that works really nicely. As you inhale, come forward into plank pose. Heels pulling back, crown of the head reaching forward, strong through your core. And then exhale, press it all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Let's go for 3 more rounds here. So inhale, come forward, push the floor away with the hands, create that nice straight line of the body. And then exhale, press the hips up and back. 2 to go. Inhale, bring it forward. Remember, you always have that option to drop the knees here instead. And exhale, hips move back. 1 more to go. Inhale as you come forward, shoulders over the wrists. Nice straight line with the body. Exhale, send those hips up and back. Nice, and then this time we'll come forward into plank, but we'll stay there. So inhale forward into your plank. You always have the option to drop your knees here, but with your exhale, you're going to bend your elbows and try lowering yourself all the way down to the mat. So as we come down onto our mat, you can release the tops of the feet, slide the hands slightly forward, and see if you can bring your elbows underneath your shoulders for Sphinx pose. So a little press down into the forearms as we lift our heart forward and draw the shoulder blades down the spine. Just check in with how that's feeling in the lower back today. If it's too much, slide the hands slightly further forward or drop down onto your hands, forehead to palms. If you wanted a little bit more sensation in your spine, you could try pulling your forearms back towards the body. So there's a little bit of resistance against the mat here. And then you can also try relaxing through the lower body, through the glutes. Couple more rounds of breath here. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, elbows wide, stack the palms one on top of each other, rest the forehead down, resting belly pose. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, one of my favorite poses. Just allow your body to relax and feel that connection with your breathing as the belly presses into the mat with the inhale. And then there's a sense of relaxation on the exhale. Good, and then from here, sliding your hands under your shoulders, press yourself back into an all fours position. And then from there, we're going to make our way into a seat. So coming into a comfortable seat for you, you can be cross-legged, you can have your legs stretched out in front, or you can even be in kneeling here. We're going to take a side bend. So as you inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand to the floor, left arm reaches up and over. Now I want you to focus on keeping that left sit bone grounded as you reach away with the left fingertips. And then just breathe into that left side body. Couple of breaths there. Good, as you inhale, reach both arms up. Let's go to the other side. Right hand down, left hand down, right arm reaching up and over. Breathe into your right side body. See if you can soften your right shoulder away from the ear, but keep reaching out through the fingertips. Good, and then inhale, both arms come up. And then we can explore the option of folding forward. So hands to the floor, maybe you gently start to release forward. If there's not much movement to come forward, no problem. Just keep upright, but work on the sensation, the feeling of the chest moving forward. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling slowly. 2 more breaths here. Good, and then you can start to gently ease your way all the way back up. We'll stretch our legs out in front and we'll come all the way down onto our back. So roll down onto your back, hug your knees into the chest. Take a gentle rocking side to side on your spine. And then setting up for a twist here. So arms out to the side into a T shape. You can always bring the feet back to the floor. Just shift the hips slightly to the left and then let the knees fall to the right side. You can take a little bit of time to find the right space here. So feel free to try moving the knees a little closer to you or a little further away. We want to try and keep our left shoulder grounded. So see if you can keep that shoulder grounded and then knees moving to the right side. And you can always use a block or a cushion underneath the legs if the legs don't go all the way to the floor here. And then from there, with an inhale, you can bring your knees back up to center, maybe shifting the hips slightly to the right, hug the knees into the chest, and then knees fall to the left side. Left hand might rest onto the legs, right arm might extend out to the side like a wing. And remember, you can always place something underneath the knees if the knees aren't coming all the way to the floor just yet. A couple of nice long deep breaths in here. Good, and then we can bring those knees back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Give yourself a big hug. And then we'll come down into our final pose of Shavasana. So extending your legs long, arms to the sides of the body, palms facing up. And today's practice was a short one, but sometimes our body just needs that little bit of movement. And a short practice doesn't mean that it's not effective. In fact, doing a short practice daily can be a very effective way of keeping our body healthy and strong. So for these final couple of minutes of practice, allow the eyes to close, allow the body to relax, and see if you can come into that place of open awareness, just allowing each moment to unfold without trying to change anything. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out of this pose. So if you have time to stay longer today, feel free to do that. But if you are ready to move on with your day, you can reach your arms up overhead, bring your feet together as you inhale, and then exhale to draw those knees in towards your chest, holding onto the knees. You can take a little rock side to side, and then in your own time, bringing yourself up into a seated position. So thank you so much for joining me today for this short flow. I hope you enjoyed it and have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.